Welcome to I Am Audible. Before I begin on today's book, please click on the subscribe button, and also press the notification bell for any new updates, added chapters, or just another new book or stories to be heard. Welcome back as we continue on reading of I Am is Inside Out. In today's chapter 13, it is about an orderly conversation, when words flow like a symphony, and ideas dance harmoniously in the air. So, let's begin. I aim to improve its respect for Architake Order by focusing on their sacred legends and myths, hoping it would bolster my authority. However, I suspected Inner Fairy's advice about rest and dream details might lose its relevance soon. I cautioned Inner Fairy about delving into Architect's sacred beliefs without proper invitation, but reassured her with a commitment to a cheerful demeanor. I emphasized my expertise in Eden and personal development, suggesting my ideas could lead to future change and balance. In response, Inner Fairy audibly expressed skepticism about my fake smile. With respect, I inquired of Architake whether there were other sacred Eden legends and myths orders in their colony nation and if elites engaged with differing ideas. He stopped raving and started discussing the diverse themes in Eden legends, contributed by various colony nation tribes. These tribes aim to attract followers by asserting their superiority. Many elites, even those critical of user-taker practices, attend these orders. Architake found it dishonest when orders criticized his counting house while taking advantage of them. His order focuses on themes promising eternal rewards and fostering cultural identity. I appreciated how beliefs are shaped by behavioral preferences. Architake's Order, founded by educated elites, links earthly success to heavenly rewards. This transactional perspective concerned me as it lacked depth and understanding of divine intention. I wanted to offer an alternative viewpoint, but Architake was too absorbed in his ambitious ideas. He marveled at colonists still adhering to legend orders, teaching abstract concepts like faith-driven behavior and frugal living for celestial benefits. Some orders even praised poverty as a blessing. He found this amusing, chuckling at the thought. Turning towards me, he said, "Our readings are accurate, and my order believes in thriving and reaping earthly rewards as divine approval, freeing ourselves from constraints like Eden fairies." I tried to hide my discomfort when he compared himself to Eden fairies, refraining from reacting emotionally. Instead, I replied, "Our inner freedom allows my kind to embrace the Eden mentality as intended." He nodded, interpreting my discomfort as approval. He mentioned their expanding order and advised me to visit their lavish tendril gathering spots in the nation. I thanked him and stressed that understanding the passages involved more than just academic research, emphasizing the importance of awareness in interpretation. With a cool demeanor, I suggested we imagine ourselves as Eden fairies and expressed humility for presuming to represent them. Then, I proposed an exercise to improve his comprehension of sacred passage interpretations, asking if he was prepared. Architake was surprised and questioned whether he would actually perform an exercise for success. I explained the simple breathing exercise: inhale deeply, hold for 3 heartbeats, and exhale. He followed the instructions but didn't experience the expected improvement in understanding sacred passage interpretations. I pointed out that he missed exhaling the stale air, compromising the exercise's purpose. Architake insisted he did it right, but I gently explained the error. We discussed how even simple instructions can be misinterpreted. I emphasized the importance of questioning mental preferences when interpreting and conveying passages. Architake believed only Eden fairies could truly understand this. I agreed and mentioned our inner growth towards an Edenic mindset. He appreciated the argument but suggested I adopt a priestess persona and use theatrics to attract followers. He cautioned that my approach might demand too much effort and critical thinking. In response, I remained optimistic and determined to find the right approach for my role as a traveling tendril celebrity priestess. Additional sweets and juice arrived, allowing our ideas to percolate. Following that, we were given scented petals to clean our hands, and the servant attended to us graciously before departing. Architake turned to me, advising, "Elites and priestesses don't usually thank servants for simple tasks. I'm enjoying our conversation and assisting you in refining your approach." I replied cheerfully, "I'm delighted to converse with you." I envision presenting my teachings as an inner discovery game, much like hide and seek, solving puzzles, and uncovering pixie tricks. To excel, I use special skills to find hidden influences and decipher intentions, much like what occurs within us. He seemed puzzled, and I paused to gauge his interest. Noting my pause and focused gaze, he remarked, "Your pixie trickery game mirrors what happens within us, uncovering inner influences, a fun game that demands special skills and insight." I nodded in agreement. "It's a peculiar game," he commented, "without a clear path to victory or defeat. In this game, there's no scorekeeping. The satisfaction lies in recognizing hidden truths," I explained. "I struggle to find the appeal beyond a simple distraction," he confessed. I urged, "It's popular in Eden, where everyone emerges victorious." Architake replied, "I can't quite grasp it, but I'm glad you enjoy it." I continued, "Exploring my inner workings helps me recognize pixie trickery within me and understand how it operates in others, ultimately shaping the world. I believe that if colonists had a deeper understanding of their inner workings, they would foster greater understanding and tolerance," I stated. All legend messages reflect Eden's intended relationship between Facade and the Creator, emphasizing unity over division. Architake nodded, jotting my words onto his contract. He acknowledged that my proposal, though not explicitly mentioning the benefits of wealth and influence, held promise in uniting legend orders as a traveling Ite. I spoke about aligning with Eden's ideals and Architake's suggestion to make the message more tangible. However, I remained enthusiastic, envisioning a world where love united everyone, eradicating divisions and suffering. Architake was initially impressed but became wary of the controversy surrounding these ideas. He accused me of undermining our colonization authority and questioned if another group had sent me with aggressive aspirations. I tried to appear innocent but faced Architake's growing anger. He feared my vision of equality would lead to poverty and suffering. I responded playfully, suggesting a world where reduced costs and emotional currency fostered cooperation and shared benefits. Architake remained critical, recalling a prophecy about someone like me ending the era of legend orders. I shrugged off any intention to destroy and emphasized my Ite nature, expressing my feelings and nurturing creation. Despite his initial anger and apprehension, Architake continued to observe me closely, his fears somewhat subsided by my response. "Your sentiments and concepts, if perceived as spiritual mandates, could stir perilous emotions," he warned, accusing me. "The pursuit of this goal will be relentless. If it unites the masses, we'll be at a disadvantage," he commented, turning away. "The world's division and transformation are inevitable, even for us, the elites. We must remain vigilant to prevent other colonies and nations from surpassing us. Our best strategy is to reallocate resources to maintain our dominance. Creating dependencies and fostering ignorance are essential to exploit and divide weaker ones, preventing their challenge. If I knew of law serving our purpose, I'd have you punished and hidden. I'll invest in influencing legislation soon. You should be absent when they are enacted." He scowled, falling silent, focusing on rearranging stacks of writing surfaces on his table, symbolizing our discourse restructuring. His attention was absorbed in this task, reflecting his concerns about potential dangers from other nations like his colony nation. Ignoring me, he continued to mutter and debate with imaginary writing surface stacks, blaming me for various feared calamities. He advised me to leave before his proposed laws took effect. I silently departed, cautiously moving towards the hallway in the dim light. Unaware of my departure, he declared to his writing stacks, "I will lobby for laws to counter any threats posed by your ideas to our societal order." He scolded a thick stack of writing, shaking it, "Look at the mess you've caused. Influencing laws to this extent is costly. Your audacious assertions come at a high price. I expected more understanding from you as a knight. Your endorsements could have been valuable. You are a disappointment and a grave threat." I quietly withdrew into the dark hallway and glanced back. Architake continued to chastise me for my beliefs, acknowledging the potential influence of my status as an Ite and the danger it posed to their control. He planned to keep the population divided, distracted, and focused on external threats, even suggesting the creation of new heroes to divert attention. Unaware of my departure, Architake remained absorbed in his rant. Relieved to find the slender fairy missing in the larger room, I quietly sighed. In the fermentary, Architake vowed to manipulate colonists' thoughts and discredit Eden and Ite arrivals who shared my interpretations, acknowledging the steep cost of such actions. I cautiously approached the rain-stuck door, internally apologizing to my inner fairy for ignoring her advice. After freeing the door and causing it to creak open, my heart raced with anxiety. Well, that is it for today's reading. Click on the like button if you enjoyed listening to I Am Is Inside Out. If you want to continue to the next episode, just click the subscribe button below or look in the description for the next chapter is available. And I hope to see you soon.